Shalom, Yasharala. All praises to the Most High. Yah. Understanding your divine purpose. For a long time, when I was coming up, I walked strongly in understanding who I was called to be and what I was called to do. In fact, I was blessed when I was young to not even be in question of that. In fact, I say right around my sophomore year in high school, I started to understand that the Most High had called me specifically to do music, specifically to speak His word. In the book of Jeremiah, it says, I knew you before you were in your mother's womb. That means the Most High, before you were even conceived, had a purpose, a divine purpose for you. And so much of the time as we grow up, people speak us out of our purpose. That's why we have so many people who are working jobs who feel unfulfilled. That's why anytime a person gets an opportunity to do the thing that they love to do, they either run towards it or they run away from it. Being in divine purpose is something that we take for granted. See, the thing that we have to understand is when the Most High Yahuwah breathed into Adam's nostrils life, he also breathed into him his essence. And the thing about the essence of the Most High, that means that we're made in the reflections of our Creator. Being made in reflections of your Creator, that means you're called to do something for the kingdom. See, being in the kingdom is internal. It starts within. And the more that we actually do that internal work, understanding our Creator outside of the constructs of religion, the more that we can actually be in divine purpose. A lot of the time, we talk ourselves out of our purpose. We talk ourselves out of our calling. And we do that because of the people around us who are scared. See, I said in a previous video that fear is like a fungus. And the thing about a fungus is it'll spread like a disease, like a cancer. You have to be so rooted in our Creator, so rooted in the Most High. And the thing about it is through study, right? You study to prove thyself, show thyself approved, but you also study to become in alignment with the Creator. See, the thing about understanding those who did it before you, if you listen to some of my actual, previous videos, what you'll hear is me talk about Joseph, or me talk about, Moses, or me talk about Daniel, or Shanrat, Meshach, and Abednego, Yahushua, Paul. Like, we're talking about divine alignment. And when we're in divine alignment, there's nothing that is going to put you out of that alignment unless you let fear seep in. So being in a kingdom mindset, you're in a mindset of abundance. You're in a mindset of fulfillment, in a mindset of already knowing. You're not in competition with anybody. Being abundant in the Creator and understanding that the Creator made you for divine purpose takes you out of the mindset of competition. Now, understanding who Yahuwah is important to understand your purpose. And the reason why I say that is the more that you understand the Creator and the passions He puts onto you, those are the directions that you're going to. And, one of the things that it took me a long time to realize is that sometimes you have to understand the difference between your job and your work. So your job is how you make your money. Your work is your purpose, your passion, the thing that you have to do regardless if you make money from it. See, that's one of the key things when we're talking about purpose. And in the times that we're in, they're trying to kill our purpose. What do I mean? That's the rise of AI. When you understand what the real rise of AI really signifies, it's them trying to take you out of your purpose. They're trying to, or push you into it, or push you into it. The Most High has a divine way of doing things in His own way, in His own timing. And when we're walking and talking in divine purpose, we're not fearful of the things that are happening in the current times that are around us. So when we talk about divine purpose, that's something that should motivate you, right? It should put a passion on you, because everybody's talking about the current circumstances and things that are happening. But the only way that you get out of the mindset of fear is to be in a divine alignment with our creator. He has a purpose for you. He the thing is that majority of the time, I know me personally, when I was young, I knew exactly what my purpose was going to be. I knew exactly what the Most High was calling me to. That's a blessing. Not everybody has that, but everybody has that feeling inside of them, that motivation that makes them want to do something for the kingdom. And a lot of the time we ignore our natural gifts, our natural talents. Some of us have talents to be able to do poetry or make music. Some of us have talents to be able to give to people. Some of us have talents to be able to motivate other people to do great things within their own personal journey. Whatever that talent is that you have within inside yourself, you have to embrace that passion. And the more that you embrace the passion of the Most High that He put inside you, the more that reverberates into the communities that you operate in. And the more that you motivate others to do the same, to walk in their passions. See, I've seen it in a variety of different ways where it's actually backfired, where I've motivated people, but then they look at me as competition. It's not a competitive act to master yourself and to do what's already on your heart. The more that you're in alignment with the Creator, the more that you understand the way that the Most High has made you, the more that you are naturally not in competition and naturally gonna do the things that elevate you to your highest greatness. Because the more you do something, the more you're passionate about it, the more successful you'll become at it. It just is a matter of getting out of your own way. Stop blocking your blessings. And I'm going to do a whole video about how we block our blessings. But a lot of the time, we talk ourselves out of success. We talk ourselves out of our abundance, out of our callings because of fear. We talk ourselves out of it. And the thing about the mind is so powerful that whatever you believe, you'll manifest. So the more that you believe the lie that has been implanted into you, the more that lie will become your reality in the ways that you move and operate within the world. You see people in this world who are living their visions. You see people in this world who are living their dreams. Well, they're living it because they defeated the doubt that was in their mind. The sword of the Spirit. When we're talking about the full armor of the Most High, you have the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the girded with the belt of truth, the shoes of readiness, and the sword of the Spirit is your words. Your tongue is your sword. That's the way that you bring down principalities. That's the way that you defeat those who wish evil upon you. That's why mantras, right? Understanding the word, repeating the word, making that word a part of your everyday daily talk. It makes you a powerful being. And the reason why is because when you're in the beginning was the word, and the word was with Yah, and the word was Yah. And the more that we operate understanding the power of the word and the ways that we can direct that word to manifest our greatest good through the Most High, all you're really doing is you're calling your promises into fruition. That's what that is. When you're utilizing the word and you're utilizing the faith without substance, faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. When you're operating in that faith and utilizing your sword, your word, and protecting your helmet of salvation, your mind, you're powerful. That's the battle. And a lot of the time we get talked outside of our own wins. We get talked out of our own wins. The thing that I will say is 2025 is a year of shedding and a year of embracing. And if you're embracing, that means you're learning. If you're learning something new, that means there's new things that are manifesting in your reality. So for me personally, it's been a year of learning hard lessons, not easy. So in order to become your greatest version, your greatest self, in order to become the reflection of Yahuwah, you have to be able to go through the lessons. And those lessons are not easy. They're not. Right now, I'm hustling in a variety of different ways. I'm hustling my music. I start a new business. I'm learning a new craft. All of these things are making me who I need to be. Those are going to be my next. Walk in faith, believe in yourself, and understand that the Most High has called you before you were born. Shalom. All praises to the Most High Yah.